Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we have the first of three at home versus the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are standing in third place, one game out. We are now tied for first after having an off day yesterday. And so we are in first place tie with Baltimore, and really we have five teams within one game, and Boston is only 3.5 games out after winning 4 in a row. So yeah, it's a pretty tight race, and I'm still on the fence about making trades. I have had a couple decent offers, but nothing that I think is going to really significantly improve the team. So for now, I am just kind of standing pat here in the first full week of May. Just a couple things of note. Buddy Bell had a 22-game hitting streak come to the end on the 4th, and Jerry Koosman got his 2000th career strikeout. So a couple milestones there to mention. A few injuries in there too, but nothing that affects Detroit. So this is the third series we faced against the Brewers. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Detroit has Dave Rozema going against Bill Travers. This is going to be Travers' third start against Detroit this season, and he's been fairly effective so far. Rozema is 1-3, and he's struggling in the number 4 spot. I really don't have much other options, so we're going to keep Rozema in there for now. All of our bullpen is available for today, and let's take a look at the lineup. Travers is a lefty, and so we have our mainstays in there. I did put Champ Summers in there in place of Gary Hancock for a little bit more offense. And I put Rick Peters in center and gave Dave Stegman a break. He's been on a good run for us, but we need to give him a break here and let Peters get a start in center field. So this is a very poor defensive outfield for us, but we'll see if our offense can make up the gap for our defense. So just a couple things to note. The Brewers have they have 4 hitters batting over 300, and Jim Gantner's batting 373, and Larry Heisel's batting 366. So they are definitely a hitting squad. Looks like the Brewers have the powder blues on today too. So why don't we go ahead and get started with Jim Gantner leading off. So Gantner's going to ground it up the middle to Trammell, and that'll be the first out of the game. Hall of Famer Robin Yount, who already has a home run against Rozema this season. And is that an infield hit? Yes, it is. So Yount gets an infield hit to get the first hit of the game. And that's going to bring up Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. Yount tries to steal second, and he's gunned down by Parrish. So we have 2 down, and Molitor has a 1-2 count. And he goes down swinging, so the runner didn't make much of a difference. So here's Bill Travers, and as I mentioned, he's already pitched against the Tigers twice. He's got a win both times, and has pitched pretty decently. So let's see if we can't score some runs against him and get a win. Oh man, is that too high to be a home run? I guess it is. That's 1 down for the Tigers, and that brings up Alan Trammell. He's going to pop it up to right field for the second out. And next up is Carlton Fisk. And Fisk goes down swinging. So the Tigers go down 1-2-3. Heading to the top of the second with Gorman Thomas. Thomas goes down swinging, and that's the second K for Rozema. Sixto Loscano, batting .324. He grounds out to first for 2 outs. And former Tiger Ben Ogilvie is going to get a base hit to left. And that brings up Larry Heisel. He's crushing it. Heisel grounds out to first, and that'll be the 3rd out. So, bottom of the second, Steve Kemp, our cleanup hitter. He's going to pop it up on the infield for the 1st out. And big wheel, Lance Parrish. I don't know if you watched yesterday's game, but it was amazing. We were down 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th, and we had back-to-back home runs with 2 outs to win the game. It was by far the most exciting game of the season, so hopefully you have a chance to watch that one. If not, I guess I should have said spoiler alert. So Champ Summers does get a hit against a lefty, and we're not going to risk him getting thrown out at second. So it's going to be up to JT, who's batting only .171 versus Travers. He does have 3 walks against him. That might be a base hit if it bloops in there. Yes, it does. And that'll get Summers to third. So 1st and 3rd, 2 down. And here's Rick Peters, who is batting .353 versus lefties. That's primarily why I have him in there. Again, his defense is terrible, but he's going to ground up to 3rd, and we're going to waste those 2 runners. Next up is Cecil Cooper. And Cooper's going to ground back to Rozema for the 1st out of the inning. And that brings up number 9 hitter, Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore also hits it back to Rozema, and that'll be 2 down. I'm going to bring the outfield in for Jim Gantner here. And Gantner's going to get a hit. Is it going to be 2? Nope. So he gets a base hit with 2 outs. And that brings up Robin Yount, who had the 1st hit of the game. Yount grounds out to second, and we are still scoreless. Headed to the Tigers, half of the 3rd. Tommy Brookins. This guy really needs to get going as he grounds out to 3rd. 3rd base is definitely a position I'm going to be looking to fill if we manage to stay in the race. And certainly we could use another starting pitcher. So those are the 2 things I'm looking for, and maybe some outfield depth that has a little bit of good defense, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we went down quietly there, 1-2-3. And that'll bring up Paul Molitor to start off the 4th. Molitor is going to fly out to Peters in center for 1 out. And that brings up Gorman Thomas. Thomas is going to go down swinging. And 2 down. Rozema pitching really good. He's got 3 Ks. He's been economical with really 49 pitches so far. And that'll be the 3rd out. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. This game is just humming along right now. Fisk strikes out. So that's 2 Ks for Travers. Bringing up our cleanup hitter, Steve Kemp. Kemp pops it up on the infield. Yeah, this is, we've had 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row, I guess, that we've won by 1 run. So we're playing close. It's a third out, headed to the top of the fifth. Rozema does have a rated 95 in control, so he doesn't walk too many batters. Ben Ogilvie leads off the inning with a base hit, and we've got Larry Heisel with 1 out. Heisel's going to pop it up on the infield. Oh no, it's an error by Whitaker, and so Heisel is safe at first, and now we have first and second with no outs. And in my experience, that means there's really nothing I can do here. They're going to score runs. Cecil Cooper grounds out to third. Couldn't turn 2, so we have first and third with 1 out. I'm going to pull the infield in. We can't afford to give up any runs right now. But Charlie Moore's going to hit a sac fly to left center field, and that will get the first run in. So it's an unearned run charged to Rozema. And we're down by 1 with 2 outs and a runner on first. Back to the top of the lineup. And Gantner's going to line out to the second baseman. So that brings up Champ Summers, who has one of the 2 hits for Detroit. And he gets another hit through the right side, just a squeaker. And we need to do something. I guess we're going to hit and run with JT. He's not an optimal hit and run guy, and Summers is not particularly good with speed, so Thompson needs to make contact. He does. Now we'll get Summers over to second. So we have a runner in scoring position for Rick Peters. I don't know if a base hit will score a run. Doesn't matter, he walks. So we have first and second with only 1 out. We really need Brookins to come through for us here. Nope. It's going to be double play. Yep. Man, that is rough. So Rozema's only sitting at 66 pitches right now. But I think this is a point of the game where we need to keep him on a short leash. So we're going to play this inning by ear. Molitor pops up to short. This will be the second out. And that brings up Stormin Gorman Thomas. Thomas grounds to short, and a 1-2-3 inning. This might be the fastest game we've played. Alright, so Sweet Lou leading off the bottom of the 6th. There's a base hit to left. No, we're not going to risk it, only 30%. But now we do have 2 good hitters here. So we have Trammell, who's going to hit and run, and Whitaker's got decent speed. Trammell's going to ground up to third. That'll get Whitaker to second. And Fisk has been clutch all year. Was that an intentional walk? Yeah, so the intentionally walk Fisk to get to the lefty Steve Kemp, who is prone to grounding into double plays. But he's a number 4 hitter. We gotta let him swing away. Oh no. Grounds back to the pitcher. Not a double play. Kemp beats it out. And so it's going to be first and third for Parrish, who as a right-hander is surprisingly batting poorly against lefties. Oh, but he crushes that one. Is it off the wall? No, it's a 3-run home run. So we needed that big blast. It's only Parrish's 4th home run of the season. And we take a 3-1 lead here with 2 outs, with Champ Summers at the plate. And Summers rockets it to left. It's going to fall in for a double. So I feel like we've got Travers on the ropes. He does only have 78 pitches, so he's still got a ways to go before he gets tired. Thompson grounds out, and we are sitting on a 3-1 lead here in the 7th. Same as the last inning, we're going to keep Rozema. We're going to watch him closely here as he gets Lescano to ground at third. Ogilvy pops up on the infield. And 2 down for Larry Heisel. Heisel goes down swinging. Well, they do take Travers out, and they bring in Dwight Bernard, who's more hair than man at this point. He has pitched in 8 games. Not great. So let's see if Peters can get a base hit here against Bernard. Nope, he's going to pop it up on the infield for the first out. And that brings up Tommy Brookins. Brookins rockets it into the gap. Oh, it's a home run, all right. So Brookins gets off the schneid. His only other home run was on opening day. So, what is that, 32 games in between? So, we'll take it. We have a 4-run lead. Whitaker doubles. Oh no, he gets a base hit. 60%. Yeah, but why not? We're up 4-1. Oh, Whitaker's out. So the gamble does not pay off. That's 2 down. It brings up Tram. And he's going to ground up to second. So, let's see, we got 2 lefties coming up. Rozema's done his job. He's been really good, so we're going to take him out, and we're going to turn it over to our bullpen for these next 2 innings. We're going to bring in John Hiller to face Cooper, lefty on lefty. Cooper smacks it into center field for a base hit. So that is not the way you want to start off the 8th. We're going to guard the lines. Cooper steals second base unnecessarily. Maybe that was a hit and run that didn't work out. I don't know. And then more walks. So we're digging ourselves a hole here. Let's see. Gander's doing pretty good against lefties. This will be Hiller's last batter he faces. So he strikes him out for 1 out. So we're going to take out Hiller, who was ineffective. We're going to bring in Dave Tobick with 1 out to face Hall of Famer Robin Yount. Yount is the tying run. He walks, so the tying run's on first for Molitor. I'm not really worried about that runner on third. I'm hoping we can just get a double play here. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And you can only get 1 at second. So a run scores, and it's 4-2. And Gorman Thomas, who was actually the home run leader in 1979, but I think he's just going to fly out to left field. Yep. So we get out of that one. Yeah, Gorman Thomas had 45 home runs in 1979. So here we go in the bottom of the 8th, up 4-2. Fisk goes down looking, and that brings up Steve Kemp. Kemp is going to pop it up on the infield for the second out. And that's going to bring up Parrish with 2 down. Parrish is going to fly out to center. Okay, so we're going to bring in our closer, Senior Smoke. He got the win yesterday in the come from behind walk-off. And we need to put in some defensive replacements. We're going to put Stegman in there in center, and we're going to put Gary Hancock in right. That's just the right thing to do here. So that's our best defensive outfield that we can put together. Lascano starts off walking. It can never be easy for us. Ben Ogilvie with a runner on first. He's going to ground it to Trammell. And we get a double play. So there we go. We're down to our final out. Let's see if we can close it out here. Ground ball to second, and that's going to be it. So we'll take our fourth victory in a row, winning 4-2. I appreciate everyone tuning in as we pull up the box score here. Feel free to pause it and take a long look. We've had 2 baseball card box breaks the last 2 days, so you should take a look at those. And also, we'll have our Time Travel Tuesday throwback baseball card break tomorrow. It's going to be Stadium Club 1992 Series 3, where we're going to be looking for Ken Griffey Jr. cards. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Until tomorrow, have a good night.